we good? We're good. Okay, so quick and dirty guide to Conqueror Shield Bash. I see a lot of people getting this stuff wrong. There's 3 types of Shield Bash, not 2, not 1. And even Conqueror mains I see talking about stuff that's not actually correct. And while there's a lot of stuff that needs to be changed in this game, it helps if you know what things do and don't do, especially for matchup knowledge and stuff. So let's get into this. There's the running Shield Bash. I'm not going to bother to hit it because it's kind of annoying on the bot, but it's this thing. It knocks down, it gives you a free heavy. You should know it. It's, you know, a simple mix-up. You get somebody out of stamina, you either Shield Bash them, or you lock on and grab them, because then they can't dodge, can't interrupt with the light, all that junk. If you don't know this, that's fine, doesn't matter. The thing people seem to mess up is the light Shield Bash versus what I've started calling the medium Shield Bash. Come on, there you go. All right, so we've got her here. The one that everyone knows, because it's the only move of his that makes him viable, is this. That is the light Shield Bash. You will notice that it did not wall splat. That's because it can't. I see a lot of people talking about how this wall splats. It doesn't. It does a ton of stamina damage. It takes very little stamina for him to do, but it doesn't wall splat. It will kill you. It'll push you off a cliff. It'll knock you into spikes. It'll set you on fire. It will not wall splat. Gives a free light. It is spacing, situation, class dependent. I haven't had time to test it. I don't have people to test with it right now. There are cases where they don't get the free light, and you can either parry, block, or punish it, or they just won't go for it. So keep that in mind. Even pro Conqs, when I've been watching tournaments, will throw lights that are not safe, meaning they could have been parried, they could have been blocked. And some of them have been punished. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Finally, that's the medium Shield Bash. Notice how it wall stun. That's the one that leads to the nightmarish little vortex that he does. You can do it either after a heavy or after an all guard. Now you'll notice that was right after an all guard. It's a very fast move, right? It's basically instantaneous. However, it is slower than this one, I believe. Again, we don't have frame data, and whenever anybody does frame data, they don't test his shield bashes, which drives me up a wall. But it seems to be slower, and from my testing, not rigorous testing, mind you, if you throw a heavy and you get hit, or maybe if you block the heavy, and he does a shield bash, and you dodge the shield bash, so you're trying to get out of the vortex, and you go to punish, he will recover in time to stop you. So you can block the punish, you can parry the punish, you can use his auto guard frames to block it, you can guard break the punish. Whatever they do, you can stop them. However, from what I have seen, again, if I were to just either raw guard break, or sorry, whoops, raw shield bash, and you dodge that, or if I with a heavy, and maybe if you block it, again, I have to do more testing when I get some time, and I do the shield bash, and you dodge it, you will have enough frames to get to the side, and you should be able to punish it. Again, I have not been able to do a lot of testing with this, but as far as I can tell, you can't defend if you're the Conqueror if they just dodge a raw shield bash like this. Now granted, if you dodge a light shield bash, you basically have to predict it, dodge early, and that leads to the whole guard break mix-up that they all do. So obviously that's different. But the medium shield bash, the one after his heavy, after his full guard, I'm fairly certain is punishable if you haven't been hit by a heavy. If you have been hit by a heavy, you should be able to always dodge out of it, even unless you're like in a corner or you have walls all around you. The game is very nice about that as long as you time it right. But you can't punish them, so just dodge out, back up, reset, and go back to neutral. And yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully they'll rework him, because it's kind of sad that like this move is only useful to, you know, cancel your parries, and you know, his heavies suck and his lights suck, so you're basically just playing a game of this guard break. But yeah, that's gonna be it.